Hello everyone, my name is Fightingsoldeir, and I'm coming at you with my first ever actual commentary gameplay. Now this is a gun game on Crisis, and I'm not really going to talk a whole lot about the gameplay. I'm more so going to talk kind of more so as an introduction to myself and everything that I plan to do. Now, as I mentioned earlier, my name is Fightingsoldeir, and before you ask why it's spelled wrong, it was because at least at the time, Fightingsoldeir spelled right was already taken. So obviously that would put me in a bit of a competition with him, or whoever it was, at least at the time. I believe that it's an open name right now, but regardless, I've kind of adopted this whole soldier spelled wrong thing as my gamer tag, and have continued to add on to people that spell it wrong, and we've kind of created our own clan that is widely successful at what we do. Now, my real name is William Polly. I live in a small town that's a part of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I started playing video games when I was about in the 6th grade. My brother Joseph actually gave me a Xbox for my birthday, and I have continued to play it ever since, even though I've lost my privileges a few times years ago for stuff like getting bad grades. But the video games have really become more so a leverage for getting better grades now that I'm, I don't know, guess desensitized to the way I play. Now, this is pretty much the history of what I've done on Xbox Live so far. I started out playing Call of Duty World at War, but after about 2 days I decided that I did not like it, and I tried out, I borrowed a copy of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I played it and got to maybe level 9, and I hated it even more than Call of Duty World at War. So after that I went back to Call of Duty World at War. Now, one of the main reasons I was excited about Modern Warfare 2 was, I don't know, just because they kind of fixed all the problems that Call of Duty World at War created. It was the misbalance of guns, the continuous use and abuse of different perks such as stopping power and Juggernaut, as well as the overuse of the MP40 and other guns like it. Quite personally, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. All you had to do was figure out a way to get around that and figure out your own tactics to winning the game. And I don't know, I was widely successful. I was prestiged up 3 times before Modern Warfare 2 came out. Once Modern Warfare 2 was I guess out, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I don't know what other players seem to think is bad about it, except for one-man army noob tubes. If there was any possibility that Infinity Ward would have just gotten rid of one-man army as like an update or a patch or something, I would have had absolutely no problem with that game at all. It's just like I said with World at War, it's continuous abuse of the same exact perks and weapons that really turns people off of this game. Now, once I continued on Modern Warfare 2, I actually became a big fan of quickscoping, and that is really one of the only things that I don't like about the game that I'm showing here. But I can get over it if they're willing to, I don't know, compromise like they did in the last update. Now, like I said, quickscoping, I'm a member of the iHustle International, iHi, so if you see maybe one of our 32 members, you'll be, I don't know, maybe pwned a few times by our sniping skills. Personally, I prefer the Barrett over the Intervention, but I'm just kind of going off on a tangent right now. Now, to talk about the game that I'm playing right now. This is Call of Duty Black Ops, as you can probably tell, and this is a wager match. Gun game is without a doubt my favorite wager match, and at first, like for this one, because I was only about a level 25 or so, I hadn't played too many gun games, and this was one of the first ones. Now, as you can see here, I was camping a little bit, but that's just because I had the highest difficulty trying to get out of this stupid area. You'll see me trying to leave it later in the game, but to continue on, like I said earlier, if they would just, I don't know, update the game to where it's where you can at least do somewhat quick scoping, then I would absolutely love this game. Now, my first impression, as many players would agree, was that it sucked. Like, because all the guns that you start out with are awful, and stuff similar to that. But once you get used to it, start getting a hang of it, then your KDR goes up and you do rather well. Now, like I said earlier, I do think that they need to work on sniping. They need to change that. And as you might have seen Hutch do a commentary on, it's because in Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, trick shots were pretty much destroying the integrity of the game. So as a result, they kind of nerfed it down and made players not really want to do it that much. But hopefully in these next few updates, they'll be able to, I don't know, come out with a patch that'll make it a little bit better. Now I'm running out of time here, but I just wanted to briefly go over my game style. Most of the time I'm a tryhard, and the only time that I'm really not a tryhard is in matches such as Search and Destroy and Mercenary Team Deathmatch. Now, if I could figure out like this secret to like how Hutch or not really Hutch is more of a sniper, but like C-Nanners and people like that, if I could figure out the secret of how they're able to spawn rush and do it perfectly, then I would definitely do it. But overall, like I said, sniping is one of my favorite things to do regardless of the game, and if I'm not sniping, I'm very defensive, and so on. That pretty much covers everything that I had to say. I will have many future uploads to have for you, and like I've said in the past, I'm usually at least number 1 or 2 in wager matches and stuff, but I do offer some very exciting gameplay. If I do say so myself, I'm not too bad at the game. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out the game for more. And I will be with you for another upload later. Peace.